She's working in the field. Then there's a pain in the stomach. Twist through Tim. He knew in his heart that the time of birth had come and run home frantically. I can't believe my feet didn't even get in the door. The child suddenly fell to the ground. The trembling Willow held the baby who had just been born. My heart is cold, like falling straight into the abyss. The one thing he was born with was a girl. Pretty boy or pretty girl is God's will. People can't resist. She bit her teeth and took off her shirt, carefully wrapped the child, stumbling back to the ruined house. It gets to the ears very quickly. The two great generals of the Tran family, brothers rejoiced in silence. Immediately go to Lutown. He opened his mouth to buy his house. The mouth says to buy, but it's a blatant robbery. Willow is a weak woman, just in time to give birth to a debilitated person. There's absolutely no resistance. I can only bite my teeth and hold back tears. Accept this unfair request. Two guys throw down some coins. A bitter face that said, you can't have a son for the Chen family. The legacy my brother left behind. It must belong to our brothers. Your mother and your children suffer without any support. Let these guys take the money and get out of here. Willowtown in the heart of the sadness filled, but there's nowhere to complain. He held his daughter in his arms, step by step, leaving the house that has been stuck for years. In front of blind one body vibrator, the road ended up in a cave. Bricks outside the village. The body after birth is already extremely exhausted. But let the girl get a sip of milk. Willow still bite his teeth. The body gently go to eat. Everywhere in his heart, he had only one thought. Only when you are full. The child in the womb does not starve. The cold wind kills every storm. The cold rain flooded the muddy road, extremely difficult to Willow walk. Market step high, step go low. Far. My eyes are dark. Down in the cold mud. When the vision dimly wakes up, I found myself lying on the grass. Licorice and the wild temple cover up a broken old sackcloth, are still bewildered. Then a little girl snatched her tattered clothes underneath, smudging forward. When he woke up, he said, the Lord is finally awake. I was in a coma for a few hours. The heart of Willow suddenly sank. The mountains around here often have wild wolves. Daughter, alone in the brick cave, extremely dangerous. He was in a hurry to get up, but the two legs are too soft to stand. He hurried to a black object. He said, I've baked potatoes for you. Quick to eat. I have the power to take you home. The town's hungry to exhaustion. Without the black burning potato skin, swallow a few pieces. A warm land in the last belly. There is also some power. When I stand up, I still see the light. He was in a hurry, afraid he would fall. Under the support of the small. Two people stepped on the mud and walked slowly to the broken brick cave. Pushed the cave door. The willow-eyed man saw the girl in the haystack. The child does not cry. His bright eyes looked at him. The hanging heart finally comes down. He hugged me with joy to tears. When I look at it, my eyes are red, quietly standing to one side. I am very grateful for the small, but poor people can't eat up to 8 hot rice. He choked and said, my child, thank you for saving me. The Lord has nothing to offer. I'm groping in the grass, bringing out a wild fruit. He shook his head and said, I'm not hungry. You keep this fruit and eat it. Through chat, the name of the village is Lam Than Ha. Just turned 14 years old. Orphaned parents from a young age eat rice to take care of the house. In a deserted temple at the foot of the mountain. I went to eat that day. I saw him pass out on the side of the road. Go back to the care center. Willow finished listening to the body of Lam Than Ha. Just pity and pity. But I'm not finished worrying. Can't help. Lam Than Ha saw her mother in the brick cave. Ask the reason. Willowtown told every story was robbed by the great baron. No house. No door. Lam Than Ha heard and clenched his fist. Come to Shiva. These two men are cruel to the widow and the orphan. Sooner or later, you will meet the alarm. Lam Than Ha has a good heart. I find my mother difficult. From there often run to the brick cave. Please share your food with them, even if it's just a thin 8 but also for the most part. I just took a few sips. I was the one who suffered, but always on the wing. I remember these two mothers without guts. Willow, look in. Eyes hurt in my heart. I advise you to eat your food. Please, Lord, please, don't worry. She laughed and comforted me that the child was well. Run many villages. Sometimes I go up to eat. The rich man in the pub, the leftovers bring it back to you. The Lord does not understand his heart. I'm just afraid I won't get the tears. I told you to help my mother so much. We don't know what to pay back. He looked at the little girl in his heart. Let me reward him later. Then Willow City named her daughter Tran Nuyet Jiao. The two of us are together in a brick cave. More than 15 minutes passed. 5 months gradually. The girl who sucked every year has now become a leisurely girl. Tran Nuyet delivered beautiful appearance, white flexible eyebrow, is the top 10-mile 8-village beautiful girl. Enchanted countless young men. The man who came to propose, blinking his eyes. He was almost 30 years old. The poor are homeless and have no land. Never been able to get married. Over the years, mother and son, Liushu, rely on spinning yarn and woven shoes in exchange for some silver. Sometimes into the mountains, digging herbs to supplement their livelihoods. Life is getting better. There are 2 new houses in the village. There's finally a place to live. For many years now, the support of the poor has never been interrupted. Your mother's gratitude, it's etched into the bone marrow. She always talks in front of her daughter. His good things. The guppies soon saw him as a brother. 4 seasons of clothing socks of Lam Than Ha. They're all sewn by their own hands. Lam Than Ha is an honest and hard worker. Poor people are slow to get married. He's worried for him. Decided to marry his daughter. Words come to my mouth and I don't know how to speak at the right time. King Yuhan's house in the side tram who came to propose marriage. Wang family is rich in trauma. A good field of hundreds of acres of cattle into a prosperous family. The king's son is Wang Tuan. The performance of the Tuan to people is inhuman. Early to hear the name. And the heart was secretly moved. Willow's back in trouble. He wanted to marry Cho Lam Than Ha. The Wang family is rich. My house is hard to climb. Then skillfully denied the matchmaker that the small house is not fit for the prince. I hope you will answer for us. She told me that your wife is so beautiful. The Wang family doesn't care about the family. People who refuse. How many people want to marry the king? Chen Yu Yao stood by and listened clearly. I saw my mother refuse. The smile on her face immediately disappeared. Red eyes quietly walked in. I love you so much that I can't see you sad. I sat there for a while and then told her, let me talk to you and I will answer. She told me to be quick. The king is waiting for news. If you do not accept this, there are other girls waiting to marry. I waited for the matchmaker to leave, and Lu Shi held my hand and asked for my opinion. You delivered a small bow of voice. Your marriage is all about following my arrangements. I look at your shy face. I understood that I was moved by Wang Tuan, but still advised that the Wang family is the rich family background. But rich men are often unstable. I'm afraid you'll be despised if you marry me. Your daughter should marry someone like you. That honest middle class is the one who's trustworthy. Tran Nuyet understood her mother's heart. But with Lin Than Ha, there is only brotherhood. She spoke softly, and you are all good people. For the rest of my life, I will treat you as my brother. I see you decided not to force it. They finally accepted the marriage of the king. The family of Wang quickly brought the lavish ceremony to the table. Wedding day wished to be soon. Willow nodded in agreement. I can't believe God doesn't please people. There are only 2 days until the wedding. He suddenly fainted while building a house. Tran Nuyet delivered fear to the flying spirit. I rushed to bed and invited the doctor. The surgeon's done the He said your mother's blood stasis. I've prescribed some nursing ladders. Remember not to go to bed. Have peace of mind. Tran Nuyet Jiao is both worried 2 days and sad until the big day. If you are bedridden and don't take care of yourself, think back and forth. She's just looking for a girlfriend. I hope the family leaves for a few days. She shook her head repeatedly. Marriage is a great thing. The Wang family is a decent family. Wedding invitations that delay the wedding day will make them lose face. Tran Nuyet understood that the matchmaker's words were true to their home. Wang is not easy to change his mind. She is full of heart coming home. Again, I saw Lam Than Ha. He's sitting by the door, careful smoking for visualization. On the ground, there is also a large new wooden ocean. Saw her return. Lam Than Ha stood up laughing and said, I heard I'm about to be sold. We have nothing worth. Cut wood immediately. Asked the carpenter to make this poplar as a dowry. Tran Nuyet looked at the ocean. Then he looked at her and took care of her. Live no spicy sesame. Tears could not help falling. Sad to say, thank you. Lam Than Ha smiled mildly as a teacher. Don't worry about the price. The Lord has taken care of me. 3 days of smoking is all arranged. Won't let me worry. When Chun Nuyet delivered, he could not even ask for help. My mother took the initiative to take care of me. This love makes her cry. 1,000 words, it just turns into a sentence. I will definitely repay you later. Then he ran into the room, crying. The wedding day is on time. Their house Fuwang procession of red flowers. The gong thundered to the door. Pick up Tran Nuyet, delivered in scarlet. She's sitting in a flower bed with aspirations for the future. Just worried about mom. Even more indebted to Lam Than Ha. It's just that she absolutely didn't expect it. That's what makes this admirer. It's an orchestrated conspiracy. Her life after marriage. They will also welcome landslides. The fascinating story is not over. The following episode has been updated. Please continue. Yet ordered him to wear a crimson robe. Sitting at the edge of the bed in the new room, red veil covers the face. It's filled with shyness, and the girl's expectations. Night is falling. The guests returned in turn. The bride Wang Tuan is now slowly arriving. He walked slowly to the front of the bed. Raise your hand. Red towel on the ceiling. Moon Zhao. To reveal her graceful face. Chen Yu looked up. The man in front. It's exactly like the rumor. Skin like a peerless Tuan to sculpture. The man in the picture is even more beautiful. The joy in her heart increased. But the joy is gone. No more after the night has fallen. Right on the night of the room, Chen Yuji only felt, my mind is in pain every day. It hurts so much that it's dark and drowning and falling into a coma. Wake up the next morning, the headache disappears without a trace. Tran Nuyet Zhao only said that due to marriage fatigue, so don't mind. The second night after being married, Chen Yukiao is still suffering from a sudden headache. When it hurts to the extreme, fall asleep. When I wake up in the morning, everything is as usual. Such a strange condition. That in her heart was vaguely born insecurity, but still not thinking deeply. According to the village rules, after the price, I have to go to my mother's house on Tuesday, early morning on Tuesday. Wang Tuan and Chen Nuyet. According to the generous offering, back to Willow's house. The doctor is sick in bed. The nurse is still in the hospital bed. Elam Thenha sat next to him and took care of the medicine. There was a gray-haired old man by the bed. We're getting a pulse for visual acuity. Turns out this leader is a person who passed by here. When I went to Lu's house, I asked for 8 drinks. The doctor saw that he was tired. He told Lam Thanha to bring hot water again and prepare more rice soup. The director appreciated Lu's honest heart. I suggest you take a look at the disease. No one expected the old man to look normal. It's the hidden high. The priest hurried up before the end of the procession. Urgent inquiry. Thank you for preparing the mother. I don't know how my mother's body ended up. The leader looked up at the moon. Then he glanced at Wang Tuan standing next to him. His eyebrows immediately tightened and his face dropped. That expression made Tim Tran Nuyet bond again, a heart hanging up to the throat. When he was about to ask her more, the leader reached out to her. Speak softly about your mother's condition. I'll tell you slowly. Tran Nuyet's heart rate suddenly increased. It's like being held by an invisible hand. She tried to restrain herself. As he stood still, the chief lowered his voice, a sentence like lightning. Straight to Tim Tran Nuyet. Your mother is not sick. People who are really sick, your life in danger is you. Tran Nuyet delivered terror to 7 shades. He kept shaking his head and saying these words. What do you mean? My mother's clearly bedridden. My own body is healthy. SAO can be life-threatening. Are you kidding me? The head of the gods was serious. His voice was grave. Never joke. Take a good look at your road. The dark air around you. The color of the face has a quantum layer. This is a sign of impending disaster. If not resolved in time, in less than 3 days, you will return to the west. Tran Nuyet delivered, to see the true love. There's no half joke. Immediately afraid of your pale face, tears filled the eye socket. She panicked and grabbed the master's sleeve. I pray to the Lord to save me. Please show me the way. The leader thought for a moment. Out of his sleeve a king gave her. Keep your voice down tonight at rest. You sneak, put this prayer on your husband's back. Be careful not to let him find out. Even a little bit. Tran Nuyet delivered a tight grip on the emperor. Eyes full of doubt and shock, asked the chief. Maybe my illness has something to do with my husband. The director simply said, you can do as I tell you. Other things don't need to be asked much. Tran Nuyet delivered in his heart, going to ask again. Then Wang Tuan slowly stepped forward, interrupting the conversation. The chief saw that. He took out a prescription from his sleeve. Give it to Chen Nuyet. Go to the pharmacy during the injury. Give your mother a drink. Her body will get better. When he finished, he rolled up his sleeves and left without looking back. The moon and the low. I didn't dare to stay long either. The king returned to the kingdom. On her way to the drugstore, Rong royal family brought home Willow. All that day she sat still. The swelling in the hand is gripped a wrinkle. The insecurity in my heart is getting worse. After dinner at night, go back to the restroom. Tran Nuyet asked to take a deep breath. When Wang Tuan did not leave the room, suddenly, he stuck a royal seal in a moment of red-hot royalty. Immediately rises to the hot heat. Wang Tuan issued a cry of sorrow. His stiff body rolled straight to the ground. He suddenly raised his head. Two cool red eyes, light up Hung Kwang, gritted his teeth and screeched, staring at Chen. You scream, you dare to hurt me. Not finished. He sprayed from Ra's mouth a great fire, straight to Tran Yuet. Chen, you delivered fear to your white face. Back and forth, body trembling, even the cry for help can't be heard. At the moment of danger, the old man suddenly appeared in the room. He blew a breath. The fire immediately died out and disappeared. Wang saw the leader. The face looks horrified. 7, the voice cried out. You and I have no hatred. Why did you ruin my good life? The leader shouted in a cold voice. You have done bad things. Take the lives of others, the crime of heaven. You can cross your hands and watch. Then he turned to Chen Nuyet. I'm not ready to say. The person in front of you is not your husband, Wang Tuan. The real Wang Tuan was soon killed by him. From many days ago. This word is good. Overheard by the foreign prince and his wife. When you run to a boot, you can't believe it. The foreign prince to the beard stood up, pointing his hand at the leader, angrily yelling at him. Don't talk casually. This is my real son. How dare you talk nonsense? I don't want to slander my son. The chief didn't pay attention to his rage. Put up your hand and take a sip of yellow water. Straight in the face of that guy. Yellow water just stuck to the flesh. That person's face began to twist and turn. Just for a moment, your face is no longer there. Instead, it's a very ugly face. Cheekbones high-pointed, misaligned eyebrows look extremely scary. The king's wife saw that and wept bitterly. Asked the leader, what did you do to my son? It turned into this form. The leader answered every word. Clearly, this is not your son. Your own children. Wang Tuan was soon killed by this man. He knows he is not the enemy of the Lord. A defense is useless. I sat down on the ground and confessed to the crime. His name is Chu Li, born with an ugly face. I am over 30 years old and can't get married. In a very deep resentment, once, by chance, he encountered an evil spirit. He taught him the art of transformation. Tell him about Wang. The South American country has sound in trauma. If you can replace it, you will be satisfied. Shulim can arise in evil thoughts, find a chance to kill Wang, and disguised himself as his own. Return to the kingdom as an impostor. After seeing the appearance of Chen Nuyet, he sings by heavenly man. He urged the foreign king to pray. I want to marry an American girl home. Truth, General White. The king's widow was in great pain. Grabbing sticks in the yard, beat Shulim in excess of life without death. Hit him to the head, bleeding and screaming. Then everyone tied him up in the county. He is guilty of conspiracy to harm his life. Harm the felons piled up. Finally received the proper punishment. Sentenced to death, a loving relationship. It turned out to be a well-orchestrated conspiracy. Joy in the heart of the moon completely turned into despair. She is as cold as Cho. Pack your bags and say goodbye to the king. To go home alone, Willow. Take care of the sick mother. After this event, Tran Nuyet delivered. I finally see the cold. I know how to use my mother's old heart. When I saw my daughter back, it was clear in my heart, slowly to advise. He reminded me of her marriage to Cho Lam Than. This time, Chen, you delivered without hesitation. I agreed to this marriage. She knows that Len Than Ha is a rare person in the world. 10 years of help is like a day of no return. That love is far more precious. Flashy appearance and rich appearance. Not long after, Tran Nuyet immediately became close to Lam Than Ha. 30 years of marriage. Peaceful spouses respect each other. She is as good as her own mother. A house of 3 people. Living a warm but ordinary life. Those who raped my mother. Like my uncle from the Chen family. Later, the essay suddenly broke down. Get lost on the road. It is also considered as an experiment. Than Ha. Good and Evil Trung has a Korean student newspaper. Kindness itself is blessed. Tran Nuyet delivered half a long life. Finally, keep an honest man with you. Live a safe life. And the staff, it all comes from an honest heart. And part of the gratitude in return